Hey everybody, how you all doing? And I'm here with my Halloween Ends review. My goodness. I finally got a chance to watch it. I know it's already been a few days since it's been in theaters, but thankfully I decided, you know what? Forget the line, forget buying the popcorn. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's watch it on Peacock, and that's what I did. So thank goodness for that, because I actually have some stuff to catch up on Peacock. But anyway, so. Now, How do I feel about Halloween Ends? Well, after hearing some somewhat divisive reviews, but hey, this movie is kind of still making bank at the box office, folks. So you could say it is a success. But what about the movie? Well, I will say I kind of liked it, but at the same time, like I don't know, I'm having mixed feelings about it. But I'm gonna say this right now. I think how it ended was totally deserving, and I agree. I feel like okay, this is it. This is how the nightmare is gonna end. And I thought maybe both of them were gonna go out in a blaze of glory, but I felt like this is how the legacy and the franchise will end in its first place. But it's a little different from what I originally imagined. I thought if despite the numerous script writing and despite let's add the pandemic to advance the story, which in my opinion really fucking lame. Okay, if you disagree with me, I'm just gonna say shut up. I really think my opinion. I really think that the Halloween franchise was gonna end like okay, Laurie and Michael have one final encounter, and they both end up killing each other, not just from what she does, and probably just some mortal wounds. Okay, and I had a really cool idea of like one ditch way to how you can end the franchise, but leave it at the same time kind of open to interpretation of like, oh, maybe the nightmare didn't end, kind of thing. Ooh. Like I'll get into that in a moment, but let me talk about a couple things that really stuck in my craw for this movie. One is of course the character of Corey Cunningham. Obviously, everyone's been talking about this. It's like, okay, who the fuck is this character? Who the hell is this actor that plays him? But of course, and I'm like, wait, what's this got to do with Michael Myers? Um, in a very weird way, I had this idea again, going back to many of the script writing rumors I've heard. Was that I don't know if this was true, but I'm glad they didn't go with this. I had a really crazy, convoluted idea that maybe Corey is related to Michael Myers in some way, maybe some kind of distant cousin or nephew, uncle nephew kind of thing. But I'm glad they didn't go in this direction. So I'd say good on that. But yeah, I get what they were trying to go with. It's where I'm going to agree with Brett Murphy on this more than Jimmy Champagne and any others. It's like I feel like David Gordon Green had a vision for this final Halloween movie, and I kind of see where they were trying to go with this, but I felt like I don't think it really translated all too well to the screen. I think that what they did was they wanted to do this, but we still keep it with the flow of the Halloween movies or something like that. To me, I feel like this felt more like Halloween five a little bit. Like you see Michael Myers there, but he's kind of pushed off to the side. But the final act kind of brings it all together, and I think the final act is makes up in the long run, because now it's like, oh shit, now the bodies are piling up. We all see where this is going, right? Like what the fuck kind of thing. And then finally, like this, there's like a whole lot of teasers, a lot of false starts and false endings. And of course, man, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that has not seen Halloween Ends already, but Michael Myers going out the way he did, I think was really deserving. Okay, I mean it's better than getting set on fire. It's better than than drowning. It's better than anything else. I felt like getting the way he dies is good, and of course just the way they finally just said okay he's never coming back was like the icing on the cake. I was like holy shit. It's like great foreshadowing, great storytelling, telling in the way how they built the way into this world building. And of course, it kind of left me smiling. But at the end, I'm like, okay, is that all right? So everything's wrapped up. So What now? So I'm like, I kind of like what they were kind of doing with this, and of course, good touch on you, Dave Gordon Green. Let the song "Don't Fear the Reaper" just play in the background. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, but yeah, I will say Laurie Strode. I will say Jimmy Lee Curtis did a great job playing Laurie Strode. She it was what the role that she made famous, and I'm glad that she gave the character justice and brought this character it's fitting finale. Like you know, I was halfway expecting her to die, which of course I know that's the last thing in my mind. Like no, you shouldn't. But I felt like yeah, and I'm kind of disagreeing with what Jimmy Lee Curtis said in interviews. Like, oh, the ending's gonna make you angry, but I'm like, I'm not angry. I think it's fitting. Like, don't let don't let Lori die. I feel like she should tell her story. She's the survivor. She's the warrior. She's the one that suffered the most. Tell her story, and I really think she did. Jamie Lee Curtis, amazing work. Andy Magic, holy shit, I really love her. Okay, seriously. Cast her in more movies, not just horror movies. Cast her in something really good, because she has such a bright future ahead of her. Okay, but yeah, after all that, I feel like this was a somewhat fitting conclusion. I was kind of expecting a little bit more, but I'm not gonna say it's the worst. I wouldn't say I wouldn't care for it. I felt like this was fitting. Okay, but again, I'm kind of expecting more. So with that, I'm gonna give Halloween Ends. I'm gonna give it a solid 7. Okay, I think it kind of met most of my expectations, but I felt like I was again meeting more. I felt like they could have given us a little bit more twists and turns. They bring more Michael Myers into the movie. Like I'm glad that they kind of like teased him, and then I kind of like that. But at the same time, you're like, what the shit kind of thing. It's like there's moments that had me scratch my head. But by the end, I'm like, okay, how fitting. I'm like, damn, but man, those gruesome deaths were just a little too much for me. But I will admit, I feel like it definitely kept into the spirit with the original Halloween work, in my opinion. And of course, gotta give credit to, of course, obviously everyone. And I want to say thank you to John Carpenter for creating such a phenomenal character that we all know and love. And believe it or not, folks, Nick Castle is coming to the Parsippany Hilton for the Short Theater Expo. So, if I have time, I can see him. All right. So, with that in mind, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear on this movie. Maybe a repeat viewing will do it for you. But of course, let's just be happy. This is it. This is how the franchise is gonna end. For now, at least. Until Blumhouse decides to just retcon every fucking thing. But who knows, all right? That does for today. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for some more awesome, exciting videos. I wish you all a happy Halloween, and I will see you all very, very soon with more content.